Hey free-to-play gang, welcome back to another video. So a bit of a serious tone today. I'm not trying to scare you, but I need to give you guys the reality of what is happening right now. So the thing is, if you do not have any more summons, if you have blown through all of your summons, summoning for Malenia, or maybe if you're going to summon for Pickles, whatsoever, right? Then the one question that you might have is your account screwed? Because you may or may not have the characters that you were chasing for, and you probably do not have any more summons right now. So for this video, I am going to give you guys the full facts, or at least about 90% of whatever that we can expect every single month, just to give you guys an idea of whether are you able to recover from where you are right now. I mean, obviously you can, okay? You just need to give yourself some time, start saving a little bit, and you should be back on track. Now, the one main challenge in Reverse 999 is you need to have many different teams with different typings so that you can counteract many different kinds of content. And most of these new content and new events will challenge you based on the spread of characters that you have. And if you didn't have a certain typing, or you just don't have mental DPS, for example, they will try to encourage you to summon in the current gacha just so that you can perform a little bit better in the event and maybe get a better score or a better reward, something like that, right? So that you are not limited based on your current team. So for the most part, this is what Reverse 999 is all about, and it's very important that you strategically play in a way that you are confident with yourself that you're able to clear content moving forward. So if you checked out my video yesterday, that's the whole reason why I am skipping Pickles. But like I said, I'm not going to be fully skipping him. I'm going to be throwing in about at most 10 summons, right? And by 10 summons, I'm not saying 10 multis, just literally 10 summons. Now, this video is extremely important to you because about 83% of you guys are very, very small spenders to free-to-play, or at least wherever the survey is right now. So the problem about being free-to-play is you're only extremely reliant on whatever the game gives you, so you need to be able to clear content in order for you to have regular currency coming in, and you need to sit through every single event, clear everything about every different new event, every single puzzle, everything, every maintenance rewards, every mail gifts, gift codes, that kind of stuff, in order for you to continue summoning for the characters that you're aiming for. So with that said, is your account screwed? Are you bricked? Is there any way to recover from this, especially if you're not saving any of your summons right now? So let's find out. So as you can see on the screen right here, I am trying to tally the total number of summons that we can make every single month, or at least the total number of summons that we can do every single month. And I split this according to the themes of whatever that we can expect, right? So for the first theme, it is just your non-event currency income, essentially just your basic gameplay. So total clear drops per month would be blah 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 blah. You can calculate it all the way to 4,480. That will come from limbos, dailies, weeklies, and your monthlies as well, your calendar login rewards, right? And we also have total 10 Unilogs per month via the pawn shop, so long as you spend all of your Tracks of the Lost from all of your weeklies into your Unilogs. And that will give you a net total summons per month to be 34.9 every single month by just clearing basic stuff. And I'm not even considering all the one-time clear stuff. So like for example, your pre-registration rewards, I don't care about that. I also don't care about story claim rewards because those are all just one-time payouts, right? Now we can move on to the event currency income. So currently we know a little bit of information. We don't know the full story just yet, right? So for example, for Theft of the Rimmet Cup, we can obtain a total of 2 Unilogs via the souvenir shop and a total of 1,140 via the map first clears. Now I'm considering first clear because this is an event after all, right? It cycles every single month, but we are not going to include the crisis mode because we still do not know what the crisis mode entails, how much payout there exists in the crisis mode. So I cannot say for sure, but I think it's probably gonna be well within the ballpark of about 180 to somewhere about 300 maybe, but I'm not gonna consider this fact, right? So please take note that I'm not counting this in. And then next we have the Thief of Thieves event, and we can obtain a total of 240 clear drops. We have the Buy of the Great Thief, 180 clear drops, and we have 2 unknown events, right? We have the Puppy and the Hippie, and we have Pickles free translation. But I'm just going to assume that their payout is going to be about the average of these 2 events that we already have because they seem kind of similar, right? They're just based on the banner character itself. So I am going to expect about 210 on average for each of these events. And we also have the Atu Flesh Gathering event, which I have no idea what it's going to give us, right? So it might give us a lot of stuff actually. So I'm actually going to set it to 0 just to play safe, right? It's always better to have a low expectation so that we can feel better when we actually get something good. And then we also have the event daily login rewards for a total of 600 clear drops, no Unilogs. So in total, the number of event clear drops that we can obtain every single month would be, assuming that we are continuing this trend, right? 2,580 clear drops And the total number of event unilocks a single month will be 2 per month, for a grand total of 16.3 summons every single month going by events, and assuming that events do not actually improve over time, because for most gacha games, events will improve over time and the drops and the payouts will always go up. It only always goes up. It will never ever go down. So this is like the bare minimum, 16.3 summons every single month. And like I said, we are not even including Atu Flash Gathering, and we're also not even including the Crisis mode of the Theft of the Rimmed Cup. So do take note of these two, okay? It's very important. Now, in terms of Apollo Gems and maintenance, this is going to be very consistent payout, right? So in terms of fixing of issues, there is 180 clear drops, and in terms of maintenance updates itself, there is 300 clear drops. This is very regular. Every single update, we are going to receive something like that. It's always going to be quite consistent. So for a total Apollo Gem summons per month of 2.7, and therefore we can see the grand total number of summons per month completely free to play to be 51.9. But there is also one small catch, right? You can see over here, there are actually 30 to 31 days a month for daily related payouts, but only 28 days per event. So this grand total is actually less than what we could potentially get. Meaning to say that if we extrapolate the Apollo Gems as well as the event payouts from 28 days to 30 days, we are actually going to get about another less than 10%, right? So it's going to be well within the ballpark of like 52 to 55 summons every single month. Now, because we all agree that we can get about 52 summons every single month completely free to play, what will that translate into in terms of securing your banner characters? That is the most important question. And that question will be answered in today's video. So, whoa. Wait, you're not subscribed yet? Why not? This is an example of what your typical banner rates look like. Please take a moment to read everything here, but I am actually going to skip ahead. I'm not going to be bothered about reading this to you. But one thing that I need to point out is the overall rate over here. Some of you guys might not understand why there is a 2.36% of getting a 6-star character from the banner when the banner rate is actually 1.5. So what is actually happening here? So they're actually taking into consideration what happens when you potentially hit 70 summons, right? You're actually going to guarantee a character, and in between from 61 to your 69th summon, your rates are actually not 1.5%. They are actually increasing to 4%, to 6.5%, to 9%, so on and so forth. So all of that is considered into this grand total of 2.36%. But do take note that this 2.36% doesn't guarantee you your banner character. It just guarantees you a 6-star character, or rather it doesn't guarantee you anything. It's just a long run expectation. Okay, so now back with some more numbers, and don't worry about this, okay? I know there's a lot of shit over here. We're gonna focus on two things, right? The 6-star rate as well as the 5-star rate. We don't care about 4 and 3 stars. So the 6-star rate is 2.36 based on the long run average, and the 5-star rate is going to be 8.5%. Now, in terms of banner characters, we need to halve everything, right? So the banner 6-star rate will be 1.18%, but the banner 5-star rate is not halved, it's actually quartered because there are 2 banner 5-star characters. So we are only going to be focusing on one single banner 5-star character. There is usually only one character that you're really gunning for. So that will be a 2.125% for your banner 5-star character. Now what that means is the total number of summons needed on average to get a banner 6-star character of your choice is actually 100 divided by 1.18, which is 84.7 summons on average to get your banner 6-star character. You need a whopping 84.7 in the long run to guarantee one copy of it. Now, the total number of summons needed on average to get your banner 5-star character is actually 47. It's a lot less than 84.7. So that means that the number of banner 6 stars and 5-star characters that you can get every single month, 1 month, would be 0.6 6-star characters and 1.1 5-star characters, which means every single month, you should be able to get at least one copy of the 5-star character guaranteed, but you will not be able to get your 6-star character every single month. You will be more than halfway towards your long run average chance of getting your 6-star character. Now, this leads us to some very important information. So the number of months needed to get one single copy of a 6-star character, essentially portrait 0, is 1.6 months. It's a lot of time investment. And you can see that if you want to have more portraits, the number of months increases all the way till if you want a P5 banner 6-star character, that is going to take you a whopping 10 months at most, okay? Because sometimes events will improve, like I said, and we're also not considering Crisis as well as the Atu payouts, which will definitely buffer this a little bit. So maybe about 9 months. And as for your banner 5-star character, let's say you're gunning for Charlie, you're gunning for Beacon, then the total number of months you need to get one copy is less than a month. Then the total number of months that you need to portray 5 that 5-star character is actually 5.5 months. You need half a year of saving to essentially guarantee a P5 banner character. That is a lot of time investment, and that is if you have the average luck, right? If you have shit luck, then you might be looking at, I don't know, 8 months worth of saving maybe, because there is no guarantee and there is no PT for your 5-star characters, only for your 6-star characters. So this is also another fun fact. So you can save for 5.5 months to get a P2 banner 6-star character and a P5 banner 5-star character together in one single banner. So if there are 2 characters that you really want in a single banner, on average you might need to save for half a year in order to guarantee P2 of that 6-star banner and P5 of the 5-star banner character. Now, with that said, let's focus a little bit more on the upcoming banners, right? So, number 1, Pickles banner coming in about 10 days from when you're watching this video, right? Can you guarantee Pickles? The answer is likely no. Even if you already failed your 50-50, there is very little chance that you're gonna get Pickles. Everything falls down into RNG and you're basically revolving around the 1.5% luck, which is then halved into 0.75%. So yeah, good luck with getting Pickles. You're probably gonna miss it. Now, what about Tooth Fairy, right? Can you guarantee Tooth Fairy? The answer is also no, unless you have just lost the 50-50. If you have just lost the 50-50, and what that means is, for example, take a look at this, right? I lost the 50-50 on the Clank of Sword and Armor banner. I mean, I didn't lose. But right now, my next 6-star character is going to be guaranteed. And if that is the case, I will no longer need so many summons in order for me to guarantee Tooth Fairy. So I am guaranteed to get Tooth Fairy, even if I had no summons right now. If I had 0 summons, I am still guaranteed to get Tooth Fairy because I lost the 50-50 and my next 6-star is guaranteed to be the banner character. Now, what about Changeling, right? So this is also a no, but it is very, very close. So we have about 1.5 more months worth of saving for the Changeling banner. And if you're gunning for Changeling because maybe you have Sotheby, then even if you had no summons right now, you should be able to secure enough currency to kind of, in the long run average at least, right, guarantee you a Changeling character. Like I said, it's not going to guarantee you a Changeling, but according to the long run average rates, you are expected to get Changeling since we have another 1.5 more months. But of course, if you just lost a 50-50, then you are most certainly guaranteed to get your Changeling. So with that said, that's the end of this video in terms of the content. But please take note that for games like this, it's extremely important that you plan ahead, especially if you're free to play. It's very, very important that you plan way ahead, like what I did in the previous video, just to ensure that you are always getting the characters that you need, and you know that these characters are going to be really good for your account, going to give you a lot of diversity, a lot of variety, and a good spread of beating different kinds of content. But of course, I will be here giving you guys all that advice in case you need anything. For the most part, I research independently. I refer to Prydwen every once in a while, but I do base everything in my videos according to numbers and according to my findings as well, and a lot of testing and a lot of planning. So if this video helped you in any way, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. It really helps the channel, and subscribe for more Reverse 999 content. Now with that said, this has been Derek Free to Play, and as always, I will see you in the next video.